Hey gang, I know I'm out of the loop and I'm behind the curve on all this stuff, trying to play catch up. I found another phrase that explains my self identity. It's called gender euphoria. Now, doesn't that sound great? Everybody, that would be anyone who's really happy with their gender, right? Okay, but what it relates to is the definition I found online. I'm going to tell you, there's, once again, for gender euphoria, we have two different definitions. Maybe there'll be more. And if you have any, please give me your definition of it. What I found on my computer, just right there, staring at me on my computer, was an excitement and or happiness about having the body features of your gender. Okay. Which would be opposed to dysphoria, which is unhappiness about the body you are in. Okay. It also went on to explain that people with gender euphoria are more excited about the thought of their transitioned body than they are dysphoric about the body that they are in. So in other words, my whole life I wouldn't necessarily call it euphoric. In fact, I got to tell you, when I think about it, I always thought that I didn't measure up. I either thought I wasn't strong enough, so I had to lift weights. I wasn't fast enough. I couldn't run, so why bother trying to run? I always felt weak in my body, even when I was strong. I always felt that I had to prove something to my own self about my body because my body just wasn't good enough. Now, is that dysphoria? Maybe that's what dysphoria. That was my dysphoria for over my body, but I never physically thought like, I guess I can't. I thought I can't be transsexual because I don't hate this body. I can't be transsexual because I do like the fact that I am getting stronger when I lift weights, and I do like the fact that I do have muscles, but they're just not big enough muscles. They're never going to be big enough. I can never get them to where I want them to be. I'm just not satisfied in this body. Oh my God, I was dysphoric. I was dissatisfied with my body. Oh my gosh, I worked it all out right here in front of you guys. This is great. But I never felt the sadness. I never felt the anxiety. I never felt like I'm not comfortable in this body. I just always wanted to be have a girl's body. I just always wanted, wouldn't it be cool to have a girl's body? Wouldn't it be cool to look like a girl? That was the excitement and the euphoria that I felt, as opposed to the severe dysphoria about my body. So I guess I was always like a cup is half full type person, optimistic about possibly being a woman someday. Possibly gender euphoria is a politically correct term for autogynephilia. I had to get that in there. I had to throw that in there. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Autogynephilia is almost as bad as calling yourself a transvestite. All right. But they're just words, and they do explain the condition quite well. But nobody likes them. We'd rather be cross-dressers and transsexuals, heterosexual transsexuals, rather than autogynephilic. Whatever. Okay. You guys are going to be mad. Probably lose subscribers over this one. But I can see where, people are dysphoric because maybe they don't believe they could ever afford transition. They don't believe they could ever afford surgeries. Maybe they don't have insurance. They can't afford hormones. They don't see themselves as able to change their body at all. So that they stay in that depression. And that's terrible. It's really sad. And I feel bad for them. And hopefully maybe someday with some kind of health care. But I don't want to make this a political video. But maybe if we got some kind of government health care that, oh, wait a minute, we do have government. Okay, now I'm making a political video, so I'm going to shut up about that. I've always thought that it would be great to wake up one day as a woman. This excitement about imagining myself as a woman is looked down upon as some sort of fetish or mental disorder. To be truly transsexual, you must start out as a gay man, and then when you transition, you will be a straight woman. It's like everybody just wants to be straight, I guess. No matter how this all works out, as long as you end up straight, okay, we'll accept that. You won't be a woman unless you like men. Okay, whatever. All of this, all of these inter community ideas that stigmatize cross-dressing or heterosexual, transsexual, somebody that's going to transition and still likes women. You know, all of this stuff plays into the dysphoria that we all feel to a certain level, certain degree. Let's replace all that with euphoria, okay? Let's quit worrying about pointing fingers at each other and telling each other you're not trans enough. And support one another and help one another. You know, in whatever aspect of the transgender umbrella they're in. Love and peace to all. And let's all stay gender euphoric and try to accept one another for who they are.